Okay? So far you've had a line, maybe one line. Now you're going to get, well, you know, you're thinking 3 or 4 or 5. No, just 2. Okay? 2 lines. Tomorrow we're going to talk about what kind of choices you could have when you got 2 lines. Quickly think about it, common sense. Either you got 2 lines that have different slopes, and then what's going to happen? They're going to cross. Okay? Either you have 2 lines with the same slope, and what happens? They don't cross. Yeah, they're parallel. Okay, there is another option, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow to say that. This is the one we're concerned about. If they cross, this is what they mean by solving. There's the solution. Where they cross, that is the only coordinate where they both have the same coordinate. Okay? That coordinate point, whatever it is the same for both lines. Do you think those lines could ever possibly cross again? No, they don't. They just keep getting further and further apart. Okay? There's only one solution if lines cross. That's what we're talking about. What is the solution? Okay, solving systems of linear equations. 2 lines cross. What point do they cross? That's all it says. Okay? Today we're going to do it graphically, and then I'm going to show you how to do it algebraically. Okay? And this we're all doing in 3 days. Exploration. Let's explore. You see lots of words in here? Yeah, so we got a word problem, and there's 2 lines embedded in there somewhere. Okay, we got to see what's going on here. The Smith family and the Harper family, I wonder if a mountain's named after them, are going to a book fair raising money for charity. Do we care? No. This is math, not English. I don't need the moral of the story. Okay. Mr. Smith pays entry fees. Okay, now we got a number. $11 for 3 adults and 1 child. Do they tell you the price of an adult ticket? No. Do they tell you the price of a child ticket? No. Guess what we're going to find out? Yep. Okay. Mrs. Harper pays entry fees $12 for 2 adults and 3 children. There's 2 lines. Okay? There's 2 equations for 2 different lines. We have to take that and write some equations. Now the book here says, let X be the entry fee for an adult ticket. All right. Let Y be the entry fee for a child. Do you really like X and Y? Why is it always X and Y? Does it matter what our variable's called? You could use R and S if you like. Okay. You could use A and E if you like. It doesn't matter. What makes more sense than using X and Y here? Adult. What would be a nice variable for an adult? Makes sense to me. Okay. Let A be the entry fee for an adult ticket, and let child, what would be a good variable? Makes sense to me. Okay. Because then when you get your solution and it's in terms of X and Y, you don't have to go, what was X again? Was it the adult or the child? If you got A is something for a solution, that's going to tell us our price. You know the price of an adult ticket. Okay. When you get C, you know the price of a child ticket. Okay, all I can do is write this down and say it. Ready? $11 is the price of 3 adult tickets and 1 child. Okay, there's an equation for a line. Does that kind of make sense? Yeah. Okay, great. And if it doesn't, all I can do, guys, is say it again. Here it is. $11 is 3 adults and 1 child. You have to come up with that thing. Okay? What's the other equation? I got, can you see that? Maybe not that well. I don't have a lighter blue. Okay, I'll just go under it. $12 is the cost for 2 adult tickets and 3 children's tickets. Okay? So they have the same thing over here. I'm reading it out as we read it in English. They're saying, well, X is adult, 3 adults and 1 child is 11. Is this the same thing? Yes, it is. Okay? All right, so there's 2 equations. We have a system, is the word I'm looking for. I got 2 things. Don't worry, you're not going to get 3. Okay, I'm only going to give you 2. Let's get rid of that highlighter. Okay, 2 equations. Draw the graphs of these equations on here. And this is the only way you know how to do this. Okay? Note they're only giving you the first quadrant of a graph. Okay? We don't have the second quadrant. I don't have the third. I don't have the fourth. Why is that? Leon? Can I have a negative price of a ticket? What, I'm going to go see a show and they're going to give me money? Does that make any sense? You wish. No. I only got the positive quadrant. That's the only thing I care about. All right? How can I plot this on here? Okay? It doesn't matter which goes where. Now, if you did X and Y like they said, you would know this is Y. You would know that's X. I did A and C. Okay? It's the same thing. Before, it made more sense to use A and C. Maybe now you're thinking, I should have used X and Y. Okay? It doesn't matter. I could have put A here and C here. Which depends on the other one here? That doesn't make any sense. Okay? We have to plot these. How do you plot this? I can put this in terms of Y equals mx plus b. Okay? Or, if this is like general form, which it kind of looks like, how about I find the 2 intercepts and plot it that way? Okay? So, what's the y-intercept? Well, we don't have a y. We have a c and an a. Okay, so for the red one, I wanted to make that blue. 12 is, gee, I forgot it. 3, no. 2a, 3c, thanks. All right, the red one. All right, my a-intercept. What happens at the a-intercept? C is 0. Good. Okay. Same thing. C is 0. Let it be 0. 11 is 3a plus 0. Gotta solve that for a. Divide by 3, both sides. A is 11 thirds. What the heck does that mean? Well, you'd probably want to pull out your calculator and divide that in. Okay. So a is, it's like 3, that's 9, and 2 left over. So 3 and 2/3. What would that be as a decimal? 3.66, right? Let's plot it. Where C is 0, A is 123.66. That's an intercept. That's where it intercepts the A axis, okay? So, I got the A-intercept, C-intercept. What happens at the C-intercept? Come on, Chinese guys. What happens at the C-intercept? You wouldn't make a very good Chinese person. All right, A is 0, right? Same thing. The y-intercept, x is 0. X-intercept, y is 0, okay? A 0, let it be 0. 11 is 1c. What's c? How do I solve that thing for c, Bryce? It's a trick question. It already is solved for c. If you like, divide both sides by 1. Okay. C is 11, right, guys? Okay? Yeah. All right. C is 11. That is where A is 0. A 0 right here. C is 11. Hey, they made this grid really nice for us, didn't they? How many points do you need to make a line? 2. Okay, we got it. But you got to be really, really, really careful, all right? Because we need to find an intersection of these 2 lines. If it's all messy and your intersection's in the middle of nowhere, where do you see where the solution is? Okay, so I'm going to use my ruler, and this is electronics, so it never seems to work that well. But let me see what I get. Nope. No, not really. Not that I'm aware of. That's not bad, I think. If you're unclear there, how else could I have solved this? Like I said, don't write this. We don't have room, but see, yeah. See, let's bring A to the other side. Y equals mx plus b. See how I got that from here? Okay. I left that there. That's like y. Well, why did I make it y? C, put 3a over here, minus 3a plus 11. Minus 3a plus 11. There's my y-intercept. My slope's negative 3. 1, 2, 3. It should have went through that point. 1, 2, 3. Should have went there. 1, 2, 3. Should have went there. 1, 2, 3. Should have went there. What's going on? 10, that's 11. Was this 1, 2, 3.6? 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it didn't go through that point, right? Okay, that's fine. I was thinking it was right there. No, it was 3.6. Okay, so my line, I even used a ruler. Electronically, like I told you guys, it never works. That's another way to graph this, okay? All right, there's one line. Where's this one? This is blue. I want to find the A-intercept. That's where C is 0. Okay, so 12 is 2A plus 0. Solve that thing for A. What is it? A-intercept is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? That's where C is 0, right? Okay? C 0, yeah. A 6. There it is. Okay? The C-intercept. That's where A is 0. 12 is 0 plus 3C. C-intercept is 4. If this is slope point form, what's the coordinates of that point? 0, 4, right? How do you know which one to put first? Well, you don't, right? Okay, that's the C-intercept. That's 4. Okay, if I join these, do you think you see where the point is the same on both lines? What do we call that special point? Good. Solve. I solved it. Okay? There it is. That's the solution. Okay, so let's emphasize that. Where the lines cross or intersect, that is the solution of the system. Okay, that's what we're doing. Where is this one line equal to the other line? Only one point. Okay? The graphs of the equations, there's two equations, intersect at a point. What's the coordinates of that point? Well, 1, 2, 3 for A, and C is 2. Okay? Or 3, 2. Explain what that means. You show off. Okay, how did I do this? Remember, A was the entry fee for an adult ticket. That's what it means. C is the entry fee for a child. A is 3. What does that mean? Adult ticket is $3. A child ticket is $2. And you know what? Some of you guys, way back in grade 7, if I gave you this question in about a half an hour, I bet you a lot of you could come up with the answer. trial and error, right? Well, I don't know, let's say it's $4 for an adult, $1 for a kid. Add it up, doesn't work, right? Okay, let's try something else. $2 and $2, add it up. Nope, doesn't work. You would just keep trying until you got something that worked out to 11 there, but you have to also make sure it works here too, right? Yes? Is that what the question said? Oh, I didn't even know. I'm just solving it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, let me answer your question. Not you? All right. So, let's check this. Verify. This is the only point that's the same for both lines, i.e., that point is on the red line, right there. That point's on the blue line, right there. Okay? That's the only solution. Do you think if I substitute this point in the red equation, it should work? Is that a point on the line? Yes. Then we're going to try it. Okay? So in the red equation, in English, 11 is 3a plus 1c. A is 3. Substitute. C is 2. Substitute. Does it work? Colton? Is 9 plus 2 11? What a shocker. Okay? You think it's going to work in the blue one? Yeah, but let's do it anyway. Okay? If it asks you to verify it and you don't do it, you don't get the mark for it. 12 is 2 adults and 3 kids. Okay? Is 12 equal to 2 times 3 plus 3 times 2? What's 6 and 6? Jolene? Huh? What's a half dozen and a half dozen eggs? A dozen eggs, that's right. Yeah, 6 and 6 is 12. Check. Okay, verified. All right? That's the only solution. That's the solution to the system. This is about the 5th time I've said it, right? Some of us, I know it's tricky, not just you guys, but everybody. We see this, get this point on the line, like right there, and then we don't realize if you put that point back in the equation, you don't understand what that means. Well, it's got to work, right? The equation of the line, if that's 4x, I don't know, minus 2, this point, if I substitute the coordinates in for x and y, it's got to work. Okay? It's got to be a solution for that line. This is a solution for both lines. Okay? One little thing more, and that's it. Here's a system, all right? This is what your assignment's more going to look like, okay? So don't freak out. You're not going to get a whole bunch of words today, but tomorrow and the next day you might. There's 2 equations. Do you know how to graph these? I hope so. Okay? Because like I said, if you didn't get the last chapter too well, this stuff's going to be quite a bit harder. Okay? How do you want to graph that? What form is it in? Y equals mx plus b? No. But you could make it look like that. Feel free. You want to do 2 intercepts and graph it that way? That's fine too. Okay? This one's pretty easy, so let's do that. Y equals mx plus b. Start with b, your y-intercept. It has a slope of -2, like -2 over 1. So I got 2 units of rise, 1 unit of run in the negative direction. Okay? 2 units of rise, 1 of run. 2 rise, 1 run. Let's go down. 2 units of rise, 1 of run in the right direction. Okay? I could do this all day. This saves you actually pulling out your ruler and graphing it. Because when we're doing solutions, I bet the other line's going to cross in one of those points. Right? Okay? That's that one. Just for fun, let's do this one with intercepts. The x-intercept, what happens there? Y is 0. X is 15. Uh-oh. Where's that on my graph? Way the heck over here. Do we want to try to chance it? Do you think it's there? Ooh, maybe it's here. Okay. You probably want to put that in y, slope y-intercept form too. But let's just maybe see if it works. The y-intercept, let's see if that points on my graph. That's where x is 0. 0 minus 3y is 15. Divide both sides by negative 3. Y is negative 5. Okay, that one's on there. You think you know where the point is exactly? You think it might be that one? What do you think? You think that might be the solution? Or do we want to double check and go minus 3y is minus x plus 15? Yeah, I just want to double check. Let's put that in y equals mx plus b form. Negative 3, negative 3, negative 3. Okay, so y is positive 1/3 x minus 5. Yep, that's still my y-intercept. My slope is 1/3. 1 unit of rise, 3 units of run. Yep, that's it. Okay. State the solution to the systems of equations. What's the coordinates of that point? 1, 2, 3, and negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Verify the solution. This is the only way you know for sure. That's the only point. That's the same on both lines. If you plug that back in here, 2 times x plus y, is that equal to 2? Is 6 minus 4 equal to 2? Check. It works. Let's try it in the other one. X minus 3 times y, is that equal to 15? What's 3 plus 12? Yep. You bet. Verified. Okay? Now I'm 100% sure I got it right. Okay? So, we're doing this graphically today. I'll show you how to do it algebraically. But remember, you guys can have graph paper on the test. You could plot this line and find it like this. But once I teach it algebraically, 99% of people don't do it graphically anymore. Okay? So, assignment, not too much today. Okay, because we're going to go over this test for a bit too. So number 1, just A, C, D, not B, unless you want to make the table, feel free. Okay, 2 and 5, right? So Jolene, Nikita, Brianna, and Mariah, you can start that in the hallway. I'll call you back in about 10 minutes. Okay? Okay. And the rest of you can see the damage. You got a 30 or better out of 35, you got some leftover Christmas stuff. And for you got an even better bonus, a little coffee stain. Sir, guys, please. You're gonna kick yourself. If you would circle one of these, I would take that, but I have no idea which one. That's why we check our test before we hand it in. What is it? I drew a little picture. What did you mean? Circle this and yes. You meant just put your that. You know, I'm not in there to even verify questions. You got to know what that means. Yeah, I just immediately assumed you meant like. And then sure.
Oh, did I stop this? Darn it. I don't think I did.